Welcome back to a daily dose of good news. Have you ever been invited round to someone's house and not really wanted to go? Maybe it was a party or a gathering of friends. I know in these days of restrictions we would probably all love to be able to visit other people. But think back, before these current restrictions. You know how the conversation is going to go. You can already predict the awkwardness when James brings up his dislike of politics. You could write the script of the backlash from the local activists in the room. This will not end well. Let's listen in to one of those dinner parties. When Jesus had finished speaking, a Pharisee invited him to eat with him. So he went in and reclined at the table. But the Pharisee, noticing that Jesus did not first wash before the meal, was surprised. Then the Lord said to him, "Now then, you Pharisees clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside you are full of greed and wickedness. You foolish people! Did not the one who made the outside make the inside also? But give what is inside the dish to the poor, and everything will be clean for you. Woe to you Pharisees, because you give God 1/10 of your mint, rue, and all other kinds of garden herbs, but you neglect justice and the love of God. You should have practiced the latter without leaving the former undone. Woe to you Pharisees, because you love the most important seats in the synagogues and greetings in the marketplaces. Woe to you, because you are like unmarked graves, which men walk over without knowing it." One of the experts in the law answered him, "Teacher, when you say these things, you insult us also." Jesus replied, "And you experts in the law, woe to you, because you load people down with burdens they can hardly carry, and you yourselves will not lift one finger to help them. Woe to you, because you build tombs for the prophets, and it was your forefathers who killed them. So you testify that you approve of what your forefathers did. They killed the prophets, and you build their tombs. Because of this, God in his wisdom said, 'I will send them prophets and apostles, some of whom they will kill, and others they will persecute. Therefore this generation will be held responsible for the blood of all the prophets that has been shed since the beginning of the world, from the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, who was killed between the altar and the sanctuary. Yes, I tell you, this generation will be held responsible for it all. Woe to you experts in the law, because you have taken away the key to knowledge. You yourselves have not entered, and you have hindered those who were entering." When Jesus left there, the Pharisees and the teachers of the law began to oppose him fiercely and to besiege him with questions, waiting to catch him in something he might say. Jesus certainly didn't hold back. No benign platitudes, no sucking up to the host. He let rip. You are all show. You pay all your attention to projecting the perfect image. On the face of it, you follow the law to the letter. You strictly enforce it with others. But by your actions and their motivations, you distance yourself from God, and you make it impossible for everyone else too. Then he leaves. Well, that was a dinner party that will be talked about again and again. I wonder what Jesus would say to me if I had been the one to invite him over for dinner. What would he say to you? See you tomorrow.